Jen is sticking to politics because that's right in her wheelhouse. She's with Andrew Kenneally, and she's going to take us to school. Jen, what say you?
All right, thanks, Christian. Well, we are here with Andrew, and he is running for the City Council at-large seat. Now, you have an Irish-Italian background, so you already have a contingent of votes coming your way.
That's true.
Think that helps?
I'm so very lucky, you know, Jennifer. I mean, growing up in West Roxbury, very Irish, part of Boston, and now living in East Boston, very Italian. I'm half Irish, half Italian. So depending upon the neighborhood I go in, I change the Y to an I. So
you are the perfect mix for a politician. Yep. Now, Dirty Water has some younger viewers.
That's very
true.
They
are historically hard to actually get to go out and vote.
Right.
Why should they go out and vote for you?
Well, you know, that's the thing that most people don't understand. You know, they see the president and they'll vote for the president, but it's really your city councilor that is where the the tires meet the road. I mean, we control some of the biggest issues that streets and sidewalks. I mean, how late bars are open till, police, education.
Parking,
all these little essential things. I mean, we often look at the president, we think they're going to make the biggest difference, but it's really your city councilor is the closest to you and really affects your quality of life.
And this is your first time running for elected office, right? But you've been doing this for a while.
That's correct. I mean, my life has been pretty much dedicated to public service. It's really what drives me. It's what my passion is. I've been doing it for over a decade now. Started off down in Washington, D.C., working for the great Congressman Joe Moakley.
Yep.
Was down in Washington, D.C. for 4 years, then back to Boston for 5 years working for Councilor Hennigan and then Councilor Michael Flaherty.
And Michael Flaherty, who's now running for mayor, and that's why the seat is open.
That's correct. There's actually 2 seats open. 2 different councilors are running for mayor, and so that opens up the 2 seats, and that's why I'm running. So.
Well, you did mention about bars being open later, and
right.
Here we are at the Cask and Flagon.
We are.
And that is an issue for our viewers, and you know, a lot of people say nothing good happens after
right.
2 a.m. And there are other issues, though, transportation issues when all the bars let out at 2 a.m.
right.
and stuff. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's a great question, and obviously this, when you talk about those issues that matter to people, that's where the city council comes into play. And obviously we should be looking at increasing the hours and letting people stay out later. I mean, we boast some of the greatest colleges and universities in the country. But what I hear, and I have conversations all the time with young professionals like myself, and they don't want to stay here because they say it's too boring. Everything closes at 2 a.m.
And expensive to live.
Exactly. And we're trying to be a big, exciting city. And I mean, if you look around the country, you see, Chicago, you see Las Vegas, you see New York City, you see all these other big cities that have the ability to stay open later. And I think, we definitely have to look at it. I was actually looking at Chicago earlier tonight, and they have a regular license, similar to Boston. That place is closed at 2 a.m., but they also have a special license in which you can stay open at 4 a.m. Comes with some extra costs. Different zoning, it comes with some extra costs. And I think that's something we have to look at in Boston. Obviously, we have to be very, careful and considerate of the community, but I think you can have certain zones. Obviously, a bar like this that's in the downtown, which really is not close to too many neighborhoods, could be one of those places. And we also have to look at transportation and public safety issues as well. But I think it's something we have to look at, especially during these difficult economic times when we need to bring in additional streams of revenue.
Yes, so. Well, you definitely do have some challenges ahead of you. I wish you good luck, and going to be out talking to young professionals and all sorts of groups. You have a Facebook page. I do. You have a website. What's your website?
The website is www.andy09.com.
All right, andy09.com. Check it out. You can see where he's going to be next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Jennifer.
Christian, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jen.